Which one? What? Oh, easy fix. Easy fix. They did what? LIE instead of LEI? Okay. Oh, no problem. And we'll print a new one and.
So we're on with the microphone.
So if she brings, if. She had that, right? Did she have it? Huh? Okay. I think I double checked with you on that one.
The mic's in.
Just
so you know, the mics are on, we're online.
What up, peeps?
Hey, good to see you. So we're live. I'm just gonna finish setting up. That's the new part of the job description. It's a new part of job description. I'm setting up Zoom. What did I do? I don't know what I'm doing.
We want kids in the first, right?
So obviously that is not the screen we want, is it?
It's very lovely though.
It's very lovely. What do I do now? Let's see.
So are you, do you need anything? Ow.
Testing, test, test. Where's Alyssa? What do you think, Adele? I mean, it's almost a whole year now. The end of December. December.
October 2025, so.
There was like 9 that year. Really? The only thing I didn't print were the parts of the.
He did it out. She said Adele knows what to do. Yeah. He texted me, by the way. Did he text you? So let's see what number 7 is. That if it's, let's see.
You check number 7. See what number 7 is.
Let's see. Hello. I was gonna say,
Sure.
people that Mona's talking to him. I was gonna say, then I saw her.
Okay, yeah, isn't that great?
We worked, oh, good, I'm glad you.
My son that.
I said to him, can I write it all down?
So now we all have it. Test, test. I'm usually Ner Tamid Peabody. So I'm gonna let whatever it is that you want to do to start with the welcome Nickon and whatever that you want to do. If you want to do Bim Bam, whatever you want to do.
No, we're not gonna do Bim Bam, we're gonna do.
Moja, I mean, that's fine.
Exactly, but their version in the
Fine with
I thought it was a good way to start. To show
It's for the kids, you know, so I'm okay with that. Good Shabbos, ladies and gentlemen and children, and professionals and teachers and rabbis. Hi, kids. How you all doing today? Oh, you look great. It's so beautiful to see you all out here this evening. So anyways, at this time, I'm going to turn the service over to Alyssa Kishel. And we all know who she is, of course. And she knows what she's doing. And I'm going to let her take over at this particular point to lead our service for this evening.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome. Thank you all for being here for our last service of the year. The kids have been working super hard. I know I sent parts home. I've been hearing they were practicing. I'm very excited because I haven't seen you guys in 2 weeks. So let's do this. All right, you guys ready? That was totally not convincing. Are you guys ready? Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. All right, before we start with the service, I'd like to invite Morris, Susan up. Because we actually, before we start the service, have a special presentation for some of our students. So at the end of the school year, we always like to give our second grade students who have just emerged into into some deep Hebrew learning and Torah and Tefillah study. And we like to present them and some of our other students who haven't been here in the last couple of years as well, not just our second graders, with their own Sidurim. So we are going to call up our students one by one to come get their own Sidur. All right, so guys, listen for your name, please.
So just to clarify, it's BET students and any students who are in BET or above who hadn't been in the school prior to this year. So we have 9 Sidurim to hand out tonight. I'm so happy to be doing this. Okay, so, and they're in no particular order, especially not alphabetical. I don't like alphabetical. So our first student we're calling up is Jacob with a K Goldman. So you can put this one back and you get your very own. How about that? Go ahead, you can do
All
the
right,
second one.
our next student is Parker Smith.
You can do woohoo.
Yeah, please. There you go.
Next student, Alex Hara. So you can leave that one here and take that one.
Up next, Josiah Hara.
So you can just leave it. Yeah. We might as well make it a trifecta. Jocelyn. Hara. Okay.
Up next, Braden Bielowski.
Thank you. Lena Leibowitz. You didn't take them, right? Okay.
It's actually new.
Yeah, I think someone gave her a hint. And I don't think she's here, but we'll
No.
announce her name anyway.
No, Lily Harold. She's not here tonight, but here you go, Lily.
Sunday. And another student who's not here tonight, but we were really happy to have this young man with us this year, Aiden Gilmet. So,
All right. Friends, please use them well. All right. These are for your future, to help you, for you to learn from when it's time for you to become a B'nai Mitzvah, something that we're all striving for. All right. So treat them well. Don't lose them, please. All right. All right. Now we're going to get started with an opening song, right, from our kindergarten and first graders, our Gan Aleph class. Oh, you have to be on the steps. Okay. So
we sing this every morning, when we get started, it's the beginning of the Kiwa time, our Kiwa time is 9 hours. And so we just want to share it with you. So if you guys want to be with us. Go ahead, one. You are not all the sunshine and for the rain that must fall and for the sun in the sea and for the we thank you most of all.
Nice job, friends. Thank you so much.
They're a lot louder in the class.
It's a little different when all these eyes are on you than, so, no, you guys are great. All right. We are going to start with an opening reading on page 13. If everybody could open their Sidurim to page 13.
Well, a little bit of good news, maybe, Alyssa.
Oh,
I think we might have some good news. Adele has a microphone, our president. And
my fault.
we love to start off with a little good news. There's always good news for something going on in this congregation.
So I'm going to start with the good news. As all of you may know, Rabbi Perlman had knee surgery this morning, and he had a partial knee replacement, and he is home, and he is doing well, probably because he had a block, and he probably can't feel any pain yet, but I guess he sent a text to Rabbi Bernie, and so he's doing well, and I'm sure we all wish him a refuah shlema.
Thank you. That's great.
Anybody else have good news? So when you get the microphone, you have to state your name.
Hey, everybody. Lisa Rivero. So my good news, why I brought my son, is because he's graduating next week and a half from high school and going off to college. And I remember his bar mitzvah here, and he's a big boy now.
Wow, that's great.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Carol Willens, and my good news is that 2 of my granddaughters, each on their own, called this afternoon to share their good news. Both of them had excellent grades on their MCAS in Massachusetts and SOL in Virginia. They were all excited because they did so well. Also, they each told me a list of the awards that they were given for showing respect, integrity, trying to remember all the words, engagement, volunteerism, and I was just sitting there listening and I could have burst with the pride that I was feeling. So I just wanted to share that with you.
Not quite sure I understood that.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Rhonda and Stuart Spitzer, and our good news is that on Sunday morning, our granddaughter is graduating from Framingham State University, and she's majoring in American Sign Language. Thank you.
Wow.
Anybody else with good news?
Jeff Feinberg. My daughter got an award for Star of the Week for sharing with her class and the entire 7th grade they were doing sections on religion. So she shared a lot about Judaism and what it meant to her with the entire 7th grade in the middle school.
Awesome.
Hi, Marianne and Annette from Bromberg, a voice from the past. Anyway, we're here because our oldest granddaughter is getting her master's from Tufts in child psychology on Sunday. And also, the kids are here.
That's great. Congratulations.
Anybody else with good news? Going once? Oh. Make sure you tell us your name.
My name's Hunter, and I lost a tooth.
Lost a tooth? But the more important question is, did you find it? And the other important question is, what did you do with it when you found it?
And I put it under my pillow.
And can I take a loan? Tell us your name.
Jordan,
Okay, Jordan, what's your good news?
I always lost my tooth.
You almost lost your tooth. Whoa. Okay, talk to Hunter and let him know. Tell him, ask him what he got for his tooth, and then raise it. Anybody else? Okay, tell us your name.
My name's Levi.
Okay, Levi, what's your good news?
I ate my teeth.
You ate your tooth. Okay, but did you write the tooth fairy a note? Awesome. That's all that counts, right? All right. Anybody else lose a tooth? All right.
Well, I lost a tooth too, but I had gone a dental implant, so it's a little. There was no tooth fairy, there was a credit card. All right,
right, we
Alyssa,
good?
it's all yours.
All right. Well, that is some good news, guys. It's always important when we lose our teeth. All right, so now we will begin our service on page 13 with an opening reading by Mia and Jacob.
We wish you peace, attending angels, angels of the most sublime, the highest, sovereign, the holiest, exalted one.
Come to us in peace. Bless us with peace. Take your leave in peace. Angels of peace, most of the sublime, the highest sovereign, the holy exalted one.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Nicely done. All right, I'd like to invite all of my students to please stand up and face our congregation as we lead them on page 13 in Shalom Aleichem. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei
Elyon.
Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Boachem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Baruch Hu Ni L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Ni Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Seidchem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Nicely done. Thank you, students. Thank you, everyone. We turn to page 14 for Yedi Nefesh. You already need water. Yedi Nefesh of Harachaman Mishach Avdach Eritzonach Yarutz Avdach Kema Oyal Ishtachave Amu Hadarach Yeravlo Yedidutach Mino Fetsuv Bechol Ta'am. Everybody please join me. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da da da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. Yada da 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 da. On page 14, on the bottom, we read a Sabbath prayer. We're going to be led by Alex and Lena.
Dear God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat.
All right, I'd like to invite my 4th and 5th graders up to lead us on page 15 in Lechuna Ranana.
Abraham Shana Akopador. Omar To'e Lavav Haim. Well, Yadel, Dorhai. Ashir Nishpati Ve'api. Im Evaun El Manuchati.
Thank you. All right, good job, guys. Giving them more responsibility this time around. All right, thank you to the 4th and 5th graders. We now turn to page 16. We're going to be led in an English responsive reading by Brianna and Stephanie.
Sing to Adonai, acclaim Adonai, all people on earth.
Responsive reading.
Sing to Adonai, proclaim each day God's awesome might. Announce to the world God's glory and wonders.
For Adonai is great, deserving of praise. Adonai alone is to be revered as God.
All of the gods of the nations are nothingness, but Adonai created the heavens.
Majesty and might accompany God. Splendor and strength adorn God's sanctuary.
Acknowledge Adonai, all families of nations. Claim God's majestic power. Acknowledge God's glory and bring him tribute.
Worship Adonai to his splendid reverence. Let the earth tremble in God's presence.
Declare to the world that Adonai is sovereign. God has steadied the world which stands firm and judges all nations with fairness.
Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea and all it contains exult. Yismahu hashamayim v'tegel haaretz Yiram hayam umlo'o. Ya'alot sadai v'kol asher bo as yiranenu kol atze ya'ar.
Yifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz, lishpot tevel b'tzedek ve'amin ve'emunato.
We all need a team. All right. Thank you, girls. All right, we turn to page 20. Please rise. Havu Ladonai b'nei Elim, Havu Ladonai kavod va'oz, Havu Ladonai kevod shemo, Yishtachavu Ladonai b'hadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod yirim, Adonai al mayim rabim, Kol Adonai b'koach, Kol Adonai behadar, Kol Adonai shover arazim, Vayishaber Adonai et arzei halvanon, Vayarkidem kemo egel, Levanon v'Sirion kemo ben re'emim, Kol Adonai chotzev lahavot ish, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yachol el ayalot, vayechesaf ye'arot, uvhechalo kulo, omer kavod. Adonai lama bu yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz li'amo yitain, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom. You may be seated. We turn to page 21, where Bryn, Jocelyn, and Josiah will lead us in Lecha Dodi. We are going to be doing the first two and the last two paragraphs.
Hajodili Krakala, Ganesha Bane Kavila, Hajodili Krakala, Ganesha Bane Kavila, Lehajodili Krakala, Ganesha Bane Kavila, Lehajodili Krakala, Ganesha Bane Kavila, Shamor Vizapor Vidibor Echad, Ishmi Anu El Amukad, Adonai Echad, Ushamo Echad, Lashem Utim Verholitiwa. Lehajodili Krakala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela, Lehajodili Krakala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela, Likrat Shabbat Lekubenelcha, Hihi Mekor HaBracha, Merosh Mikedem Nesucha, Soma Azeker Bashabat Tiba. Lehajodili Krakala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela, Lehajodili Krakala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela.
Page 22.
Yamor Tifrosi, Bien Adonai Taritzi, Ayadi Shem Artzi, Benishama Benagila. Lehajodili Krakala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela, Lehajodili Krakala,
Pene Shabbat Nekabala.
Everybody please rise and face the
Leave the Shalom Azeret Bala, Yam Vishikal Tahala, Tov Emuneh
Am Sigula, Bawikala, Bawikala.
Lehajodili Krakala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela, Lehajodili Krakala, Pene Shabbat Nekabela.
You may be seated. Thank you. You turn to page 23. We are going to read Psalm 92 in the English, and that is going to be a responsive reading led by Braden and Alex.
It is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God.
To affirm your love each morning and your
Faithfulness each night. To the music of the lute and the melody of the harp.
Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation.
How vast your works, Adonai, your designs are beyond our grasp.
The thoughts cannot comprehend, too foolish can't fathom this.
The wicked may flourish, springing up like grass, but their due for you are supreme forever.
Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies shall perish. All the wicked shall crumble.
I'm anointed with fragrant oil.
I have
See the downfall of my
foes, I have heard the despair of my
attackers.
attackers.
The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree, they shall grow tall
like the clear of Lebanon.
Planted in the house of Adonai, they will thrive in the courts of our God.
They shall bear fruit even in old age. They shall be ever fresh and fragrant. To proclaim Adonai is just my rock, and whom there ain't no flaw.
Love the passion. All right, I'd like to invite Brianna and Stephanie up to help lead us in Sadiq Katamar. On the bottom of page 23, at the box. Sadiq Katamar Yifa Ke'eres Kavadam Yizkeh Shetuli Be'ez Adonai
Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Nuvim B'Seva Shenim Rananim Yiyu Lehagi Adonai Suri Velo
All right. Thank you, girls. On page 24, we start with the Psalm 93, a responsive reading in English, read by Jack Goss.
Adonai is sovereign, crowned with splendor. Adonai reigns, robed in strength.
You set the
You set the earth on sure foundation. You created a world that stands firm.
Your kingdom stands from earliest time. You are eternal.
The rivers may rise and rage, the waters may pound and pulsate. The floods may swirl and storm.
Yet above the crash of the sea and its mighty breakers is Adonai our God supreme.
Your decrees, Adonai, never fail. Holiness befits your house of the Trinity.
Edoteha ni'emnu me'od levateha na'ava kadosh Adonai le'oreha yamim.
Amen. So now it's a mourner's Kaddish. Those observing Yortzeit, those in mourning, please rise. The bottom of page 24. Yitgadal v'yitgadash me rava. V'yalma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael. B'galav v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehesh me rabam mevorach le'olamu me'omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekucha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata. Damiram v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. O says Shalom Bimromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'amru Amen.
We now turn to page 28 for the Barhu. That's going to be led by Bryn, Jocelyn, and Josiah. Everybody, please rise.
Let's see, we'll do this one.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Hu Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
And you may be seated.
Uma avir yom, uma vi lila, umavdil ben yom uvein lila.
Adonai Tziva'ot Shamo Elchai V'Kayon Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Mari Aravi.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. On page 28, we now read in the English. I'm going to invite Natalie and Eva.
Praised you are, Adonai, our God who rules the universe. Your word bringing the advent dusk, you open with wisdom. The gates of dawn design the day with wondrous skill, set to according to your will. Of the succession of seasons, and arrange the stars in the sky according to your will. Adonai, Tizavot, you create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall forever embrace us. Praise are you, Adonai, for each evening's dusk.
We continue on page 29 with Ahavat Olam. I'm going to invite Mia and Jocelyn to join me. Yeah, you signed up for it. You asked. Right, you guys can help me. Right. You guys can help me. 1, 2, 3. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Hukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al Ken Adonai Eloheinu V'shachveinu uvkumeinu Nasiach bechukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha U'b'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu Ve'orach yameinu Uvahem neged yomam v'layla V'yavatecha tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. All right, thank you, girls. Before we jump into Shema, I'd like to invite our Gan Aleph class, our kindergarten first graders. I think I lost half of them. Oh, nope, there they are. All right, you girls. And I'd also like to invite up the second and third graders, our Bet Gimel class. Future student.
Words first, and let's start with the
Wow. Thanks, guys, for learning. We continue silently. No, we're not done. Well, you're done. On page 31. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe lemor, daber el bnei Yisrael v'amarta aleihem, v'asu lahem tzitzit, al kanfei bigdeihem ledorotam, v'natnu al tzitzit takana petil techelet, v'haya lechem letzitzit oritem oto, uzkartem ekol mitzvot Adonai, v'esitem otam, v'lo taturu, acharei levavchem, v'acharei einechem, asher temzonim achareihem, lema'an tizkaru, v'esitem ekol mitzvotai, v'tem kedoshim lelohechem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti echem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lechem le'Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem emet. Chaim. All right. We continue on page 32, where Alex and Jacob are going to lead us in Micha Mocha. Micha Mocha ve'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha Nedar Kodesh, Norah Tehilot, Sefer Malchutecha ra'u banecha, v'okayam lifnei Moshe, ze'eli anu v'yamru, ונאמר כי ועד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל Yisrael. Let's invite Camden up to lead us in an English reading on page 33.
Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again. Our sovereign to life, spread us over your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace, now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praise are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people, Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Ushmor seitenu avoinu l'chaim l'shalom me'ata b'yad olam, ufros aleinu sukkah shlomecha, baruch ata Adonai, haparei sukkah shalom aleinu b'al kol mo Yisrael, be'al Yerushalayim. I'd like to invite Bryn, Lena, Mia, and Jocelyn to lead us in Vishamru on the top of page 34. Please rise. Just in time. 34. Next page.
Please rise. Shabbos. 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 Aso. Shabbat ledorotam berito holam.
Remain standing. Mikada vikada shemei rabba.
Amen.
V'yalma divrach yurtei v'yamlich malchutei.
V'chayechonu v'yamechon u'v'chayedecho beit Yisrael.
Bagala bagala
Uvizman kariv yimru. Amen.
Yehi shmei rabba mevorach.
Ya'olam olam me'omaya yibarach.
Yiparach v'yishtabach, v'yipa'ar v'yitramah v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, shmei kedusha b'richu, leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram b'yalma v'yimaru. Amen. We remain standing for the Amidah. We will be doing this silently.
And when you're done, you may be seated.
Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha. Top of 38. Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha. Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha. Tasim leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha. Tasim leolam. V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amcha Yisrael. V'chol etu v'chol shah bishlomecha. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha. Tasim leolam. Shalom Rabba Yisrael Amcha. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. One more time. Tasim leolam. I'd like to invite all of my students to stand up. Please turn around and face the congregation as they lead you in Oseh Shalom. 1, 2, 3. Oseh Shalom b'romav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Ya'aseh shalom.
Shalom.
Ya'aseh shalom.
Shalom aleinu
V'al
v'al
kol
kol
Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom. Ya'aseh shalom. Shalom aleinu
v'al kol Yisrael.
Ya'aseh shalom.
Ya'aseh shalom.
Shalom aleinu
V'al kol Yisrael. V'imru. Amen. So in the middle of page 38, let's read together in English. My God, keep my tongue from evil and my lips from lies, and help me ignore those who would slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah that I may pursue your mitzvot. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me, make nothing of their schemes. Act for the sake of your compassion, your power, your holiness, and your Torah. Answer my prayer for the deliverance of your people. And may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, my rock and my redeemer. And may the one who brings peace to his universe bring peace to us and to all the people of Israel. And let us say amen. Of course, bring peace to everybody who dwells on this earth. And let us say amen. So at this particular time in the service, we usually do a prayer for healing. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to start off in Hebrew, then I'll do a little English, and then I hesitate. And I say, please bring blessing and healing to. Feel free to add a name, but I'm going to ask you to rise for this particular prayer. Puts a little more emphasis on it. Misha berach avotenu Avram Yitzchak v'Yakov Sarivka Rachav Aleah, hu yavarech v'yirapeh et. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, see Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, please bring blessing and healing to. Put in a name. Rabbi Perlman. And all those people on my list. And to all those who suffer illness within our congregational families, may the Holy One mercifully restore them to health and vigor, granting them physical and spiritual well-being, together with all others who are ill, and yet we hope and pray that blessing is at hand, and let us say amen. And you may be seated at this time. Mi shebeirach avotenu Mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misheberach imotenu. Mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. And now, Vayechulu on page 47. If I can ask you to rise too for this prayer.
What?
We rise for
Yes, please rise.
Vayechulu on page 47. This is a paragraph that's in the Torah, so we usually rise for that. Go right ahead, Alyssa.
Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz b'chol sivam. Vayechol Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa. Vayishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa. Vayevarech Elohim et Yom HaShvi'i Vayikadesh oto Ki bo shava mikol melachto Ki bo shava mikol melachto Asher bara Elohim Asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora El Elyon Konei Shamayim Va'aretz.
You may be seated. Bottom paragraph from 47.
Magen avot bidvaro mechaye metim b'mamaro ha'el hakadosh she'en kamahu hameniach li'amo b'yom shabbat kadsho kivam ratza lehaniach lachem Kivam ratza lehaniach lachem lefanav navod b'ira v'fachad v'nodeh lishma b'chol yom tamid me'on habrachot el haodaot Adon hashalom Mekadesh hashabat umvarech shevi umeniach bikdusha liamidu shnei oneg zecher lemase v'reshit. Top of 48. Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu ritzei v'nuchatenu Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha v'tein chelkenu b'toratecha Sabenu mituvecha v'samchenu b'shuatecha v'ta'er libenu li'avdecha be'emet v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu b'ahava uvratzon Shabbat kadshecha b'yanuchu v'Yisrael mekadeshei shemecha Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen.
Middle of page 48. Yikadal bikadash me rabba, v'yamad yivrachirte, v'yamlich malchute, v'chayechonu yomechon, v'chayedecho beYisrael, v'agalav yizman karivim meru.
Amen. Yehesh me rabba mevorach. Elam elam me'omaya yitbarach.
Yibarach v'shabach v'pa'ar b'sharma mitnaseh, v'tadar v'talev v'talal shmei
Kusha,
dekudasha.
brichu.
Leila mikol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiram b'yama v'imru.
Amen.
Tikabel slohon bohon, dechol Yisrael, kadam avuhon divishmai v'imru.
Amen.
Yehesh lama rabba mishamai, v'chayim aleinu v'el kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'el kol Yisrael v'imru. That works too.
Since she's been doing this probably since she's 5 years old, maybe 4. Please rise for the Kiddush for Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kisham yisotav ratzavanu mavad, v'shabbat kosho b'yava uvratzon, inchilanu zikaron l'maseh
Maseh
bereshit.
bereshit.
Ki hu yom
Techila
lemikra
lemikra
kodesh,
kodesh.
zecher letziat Mitzrayim.
Rayim kivanu v'acharta
V'otanu kidashta
mikol hamim b'shabbat kodshecha b'yahava uvratzon hinchaltanu.
Baruch atah Adonai
Shemo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. You have to drink it all, Alyssa.
It's been a week.
Actually, I'm going to ask you all to remain standing. We're going to count the Omer. As you know, Shavuos is coming up at the end of the week. Not this week, next week. So on page 55, first we do the middle paragraph. We'll say that in English. Good job, dear Alyssa. That's good. And we read together, I am ready to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer, as it is ordained in the Torah. You shall count from the eve of the second day of Pesach, when an Omer of grain is to be brought as an offering, 7 complete weeks. The day after the 7th week of your counting will make 50 days. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al spirat ha'omer. We're going to do the one after 43. So it's Hayom Arba'a v'Arba'im Yom Shehem Shisha Shavuot U'Shnei Yamim LaOmer, which today is going to be 44 days, which is 6 weeks and 2 days. You may be seated.
Toda rabah. All right.
Susan, want to say a few words? Sue, do you want to say a couple of words? Yes or no? You don't have to. I know I'm putting you on the spot. Just a couple of words.
Susan Sugarman.
Just a couple.
So first of all, thank you all for coming tonight. I think this is amazing. But I really think the kids said it all. I don't have to say anything. It was lovely. You guys are amazing. And Adele, you got your Hebrew. We made a promise that we would focus on Hebrew this year, and we did it. So thank you so much, and you guys are just cool, and I love you all. So thank you for making me so proud.
Awesome. I just want to say a couple of words, just not to make it long. I know we have a long service, but I just want to say that we say the Shema Yisrael every day. And what's in the first paragraph of the V'ahavta? It says, you shall teach your children diligently, at home and away, night and day. But what if you don't have that knowledge? What if you don't know how to teach your kids? Then we depend on someone like Susan Sugarman or Alyssa Kishel to teach our children diligently. Many years ago, I have to say, it must have been over 30 years ago. Oh, of course, Liz Zimmerman as well. Of course, and all the teachers. Lou Blackman, may he rest in peace. I don't know, I must have been in Florida 30, 40 years ago. His kid was sitting there. He says, where does it say that I have to go to Hebrew school? So I thought to myself, I says, well, it doesn't say exactly that you have to go to Hebrew school, but your parents have the obligation to send you there because it's their obligation to teach you diligently. And if they don't know, you have to go to Hebrew school. For some reason, he accepted the answer. I was thrilled with it. But anyways, I'm so thrilled to see you all out here today, all of you parents as well, and to send your children here to our Hebrew school and to continue that legacy. Because if we don't teach our children diligently, then they won't know, and they won't be able to teach their children either. So thank you all for being here and sending your kids to our Hebrew school.
And before we move on, I just want to say Mazel Tov, Yashar Koach, to all of our students. They've been practicing very hard for the last couple of weeks for this moment. They took on a lot more responsibility and more roles tonight than they have in the past by learning much of the Hebrew. And I have to say, I'm very, very proud of you guys. You did amazing. I'm kvelling. Means I'm super happy. All right. I hope you guys are proud of yourselves, because it is not easy to get up here and do all this Hebrew and English. The English took practice too, and I'm so proud of all of you for all the practice and hard work you put into this service. I also want to thank Susan for all your support over these last 5 amazing years we've had at our religious school, the TNT religious school that we reopened. It has been amazing. It has been an experience. It has been fun. Also, thank you to our staff, Hallie Johnson, Jocelyn Zimmerman, Hannah Zimmerman. Without them, our school wouldn't happen. We are an amazing team. I'm looking forward to the future and what we're going to be doing with our students and what you guys are going to bring to our students and to our temple. And I'm just so happy right now. So that's my good news. I'm happy. It might be the wine right now. I am on an empty stomach. It has been a very long day, but I'm happy. All right, I'd like to invite all my students to come on up. Return to page 51. Everybody please rise. All right. You guys, some of you can stand at the mic.
I'm sitting here.
Yeah, not all, everybody.
Is Hannah even?
All right. Page 51. Take it away, kids. 'Kadosh Baruch Hu she'unot hashamayim v'yosei haaretz Moshe v'yikaro b'shamayim ima'al Ushkinatu zo b'gavei meromim U'Eloheinu ein od Elokeinu Zulato Torato V'yadata hayom b'hashevota el levavecha Ki Adonai hu Elohim b'shamayim mimal Haaretz mitachat ein od ein od. Okay, Nicola, I were meant to do a second.
Rato,
V'ema Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz hahu mayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad u'shemo echad. You may be seated. This particular time, I just want to acknowledge the yard sites for this week for our temple members. Hyman Einbinder, Sidney Butler, Evon Chalik, Shirley Cole, Vita Friedman, Reuben Levine, Abraham Madell, Fanny Wolarski, Esther Babner, Beatrice G. Cohen, Beatrice Connors, May Estrach, Sidney Kaufman, Leon Reinhertz, Nancy Serquez, Paul Arkin, Ellen Shamara, Maya Grossman, Hyman Katzman, Harry Leibowitz, Samuel Comack, Helen Kutash Ring, Shtati Kashir, Israel J. Katcher, Mayor Toby Berkowitz, Marilyn Friedman, Sarah Gershlak, Jenny Greenberg, Marcia Schumann, Sarah Silverman, Samuel Teitelbaum. And we also want to acknowledge the passing of Eleanor Butler, the mom of Sandy Spar, mother-in-law of Gary Spar, who passed away a couple of days ago. So with that, may the comfort that binds us to our loved ones be a continuing source of comfort as we invite those who mourn, those observing your site, to praise God's name with the words of the Mourner's Kaddish on page 52. So please rise if you're saying Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah v'yalma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chaye chon uvyomei chon v'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael ba'gala uvizman kariv v'yamru amen Yehei shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam umeo maya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekucha barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechamata tamiram b'yalma v'yamru amen Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. O says Shalom, Bimromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu v'al Kol Yisrael v'yamru Amen. You may be seated. I'm sorry, I forgot to ask if there were any other names who have a yard site this week. No? Okay. It's all yours, Alyssa, once again. Announcements, yes, okay. Yes, I'd like to invite now Adele Luboski, our president, to make a few announcements. Thanks.
It's beautiful. Anyway, Yasha Koach to our children for doing such a wonderful job. Thank you to our students, our teachers, and our families. I want to remind everybody that services are tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. Sunday morning Minyan will be at 9 a.m. in person and virtual. If you are able to attend Sunday morning, we have many people who are not going to be here this Sunday, so if you come and help us make a Minyan, it would be greatly appreciated. It is Rosh Chodesh. The religious school end of the year celebration will be held on Sunday, May 21st at 10:30 a.m. Evening Minyans are Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on Zoom Facebook, YouTube, and in person. Our temple general meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, May 23rd, beginning with 7 p.m. Minyan. On Erev Shavuot, Thursday, May 25th, we will be awarding scholarships to our graduating seniors. The first day of Shavuot services will be held on Friday, May 26th at Temple B'nai Abraham in Beverly at 9 a.m. The second day of Shavuot, Saturday, May 27th, services will be at Temple Ner Tamid. Yiska will be recited. The Adult Education Book Club is reading The Book of Lost Names by Kristen Harmel. Join us on Thursday, June 15th at 7:30 p.m. Next Lunch and Learn is Thursday, June 22nd. We wish Rabbi Perlman a refuah shlema, and I have a couple of words to say to Mrs. Sugarman. So, several years ago, when TNT decided to reopen the religious school, Rabbi Perlman shared with me the name of an educator he knew who would make it happen, Mrs. Sugarman. I met Mrs. Sugarman several times as we spoke about our vision and the direction we wanted our school to take. I knew that she was the one to lead us. We started small, however, we grew each year. We tried a hybrid model, which was unheard of before COVID. And then when COVID hit, we were ready. We knew what we had to do. Mrs. Sugarman is strong, motivated, a good leader who loves our children and treats each and every one of them with respect. She outlines high expectations for the students and staff and makes sure our school progresses. She stays connected to the classroom, builds up the educators, always has the teachers' backs, respects their time, and is committed to a positive and fun learning environment. Mrs. Sugarman, thank you for all you have done for Temple Ner Tamid family. We'll miss you and know you are only a phone call, text, or email away. So thank you. We have a little something for you. It's actually in the social hall from the temple that in the arms of the temple, just a small way of saying thank you. I know there'll be other presentations on Sunday, so stay tuned. I have cupcakes for me? Oh my goodness, I have cupcakes. How nice. You guys got me cupcakes. You're so sweet. Oh my goodness, if you know, the looks that I'm getting. There are cupcakes for our children in the social hall, so enjoy, all right? Shabbat Shalom, and thank you.
You're not done yet. You're not done. Where do you think you're going? We're not done. They're trying, but we're not done yet. We're on our last prayer, guys. All right, if everybody could please turn to page 54. Yep. For our concluding prayer, Adon Olam. Everybody. Yeah. 54.
I just put it down. Hey, what's up? I'm just writing in my book. Adon Olam,
Don Olam,
Asher Malah,
Asher Malah,
Ateram Kol,
B'terem Kol,
Yitzir Mira,
Yitzir Nivra,
Hayet Nasa, Lehefseko, Hazayin Alesh Shemot Ikra Adon Olam, Yadalei,
Kiklo Tako, Levado Yim Lokno Radon Olam, Aya, Over,
Adon Olam,
Adon Olam,
Malah,
Asher Malah,
Ateram Kol,
B'terem Kol,
Yitzir Nivra,
Yitzir Nivra,
Hayet Nasa,
V'yet Nasa,
Lehefseko,
Kepson Kol
Hazayin Alesh Shemot Ikra Adon Olam, Lecha, Hayet Sheni, Adon Olam, Hallelujah, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, Terem Kol, Tzir Nivra, Ninasa, Vehesed Kol, Azayin Shemo Nigra, Adon Olam, Nu Ayri, Adon Eloi, it's your Adon Olam, who I see, who thou see, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, Aterem Kol, Tzir Nira, Yignasa, Vehesed Kol, Azayin Shemo Nigra, Adon Olam, Yadaido, Aviloki, Yignasa, Adon Olam, Yisukim, Yasi, Adon Olam, Adon Olam, Asher Malach, Vehesed Kol, Yitzir Nivra, Vehesed Kol, Azayin Shemo Nigra, Adon Olam.
One more quick announcement before we go.
Tavon, to the rear of the sanctuary.
Don't forget to keep yours yours. If it's not yours, you put it down. If it is yours, leave it. You got your own? Girl.